Lewis Hamilton has been advised on how to adapt to the Ferrari environment. More teams are under fire for the Flexi-Wing drama, and Red Bull is suffering without Adrian Newey. Do consider subbing. Let's get into the latest F1 news. The FIA has made headlines recently, admitting that 4 or 5 F1 teams were required to make modifications to comply with newly implemented Flexi-Wing regulations. This shift follows a stricter technical directive introduced during the Chinese Grand Prix aimed at increasing rear wing rigidity. As fans and analysts eagerly scrutinize the impacts of these changes, FIA Director of Single-Seaters Nicolas Tombazis revealed that many teams were caught off guard. The measures taken involve reducing the allowable vertical flexibility of rear wings from 2 mm to a mere 0.5 mm, with a 0.25 mm tolerance specifically for the Chinese GP. In the wake of these changes, while some teams, including Alpine and Haas, promptly acknowledged the need for adjustments, others, like McLaren and Red Bull, proclaimed they remained compliant without alterations. This raises questions about the varying interpretations and strategies among teams regarding compliance with the FIA's evolving guidelines. During this challenging period, Tombazis underscored an interesting fact. Despite passing the tests in Australia, nearly half of the teams would have faced compliance issues under the new Chinese rules. As he stated, some teams were already okay with the new compliance tests in Australia, but I think 4 or 5 were not and had to take some action. As the season progresses, the FIA's crackdown on Flexi-Wings is expected to shape the competitive landscape of Formula One. Teams will need to stay vigilant and adaptable in their approach as regulations evolve to ensure equal competition on the track. This improvement in standards isn't merely a bureaucratic update. It's a vital step towards enhancing safety and performance. The correlation between Flexi-Wing deflection observed through FIA tests and onboard camera footage illustrates the depth of scrutiny involved. For fans, this ongoing evolution within F1's technical regulations provides a fascinating backdrop to the thrilling races already packed with excitement. As we look ahead to upcoming GPs, particularly the one in Japan, the implications of these Flexi-Wing rules will undoubtedly play a significant role in shaping strategies and performance. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into this riveting series of developments and how they influence the teams and drivers in their quest for the championship title. As the season progresses, teams are continually adapting to new regulations, and recent changes emphasize this adaptive spirit in Formula One. After measuring Flexi-Wing performances, it was evident that while some teams passed the tests in Australia, they might not comply in China due to the stringent norms being enforced. This raises questions about the integrity of designs that thrive on such tolerances. Notably, McLaren's situation stirred discussions among officials. While assurances were made about their rear wing's compliance, a hint of uncertainty lingered. The 0.25 mm flexibility tolerance granted by the FIA at the Chinese Grand Prix signals a pivotal shift, as this leniency will be abolished in Japan, pushing teams to delve deeper into compliance. The FIA's latest announcements reveal that they are ramping up restrictions further, reacting to the scenarios that unfolded during the Grand Prix. This proactive approach aims to maintain fairness and safety across the board, ensuring that teams have a level playing field. Off the track, fascinating discussions are bubbling about the potential return of V10 engines in the F1 framework. Teams and power unit manufacturers are weighing this significant change, reflecting on how nostalgia could align with modern performance standards. It's a testament to the dynamic evolution of the sport, where history could intertwine with the present. However, it's not just technical challenges that are surface-level concerns for the FIA. Logistical hurdles presented by the Chinese GP have also taken the spotlight, highlighting the complexity that teams face in preparing for races under stringent schedules. And as voiced by many, the FIA's recent imposing of fines and penalties haven't gone unnoticed. Beyond the thrill of racing, this aspect demonstrates the governing body's determination to maintain discipline, though it's met with resistance from various corners of the motorsports community. As developments continue, the landscape of Formula One is ever-changing. Each step and decision made today shapes the riveting battles on the track tomorrow. Join us as we explore these transitions and their lasting impact on the championship race. Lewis Hamilton's new chapter with Ferrari has certainly started on a quiet note. Despite being a 7-time world champion, Hamilton's performance over the past 3 years has raised eyebrows, leading to scrutiny over Ferrari's decision to bring him on board. Davide Valsecchi, a former F2 champion and TV pundit, believes labeling the signing as a mistake is too hasty. However, he acknowledges Hamilton's recent struggles to achieve optimal performance levels. Following his much-anticipated move from Mercedes, Hamilton's debut with Ferrari in Australia was disappointing as he finished in 10th place. In the recent sprint race in China, Hamilton managed to convert pole position into a win, marking just his 3rd victory since the beginning of the 2022 season. Yet, inconsistencies remain. Hamilton faced challenges during the main race, leading to disqualification for excessive skid block wear, something that has plagued him before, even during his final season with Mercedes in the 2023 United States Grand Prix. Hamilton's transition to Ferrari offers a chance for redemption, helping him escape the shadows of his controversial 2021 season. As he embraces this fresh start, the commercial success of the partnership has already been evident. Kit partner Puma reported an impressive 8-fold increase in sales since Hamilton's arrival in Maranello. Despite these promising signs, Valsecchi highlights that Hamilton no longer guarantees the same level of performance that younger drivers like Max Verstappen can deliver. He mentions that even a slight decline in Hamilton's speed could put him at a disadvantage against his Ferrari teammate Charles Leclerc. Addressing whether Ferrari made a misstep by signing Hamilton, Valsecchi stood firmly against the notion. He praised Hamilton's star power and the positive image he brings to the team, claiming Ferrari has already benefited financially from his signing. Yet, he also draws attention to reality. While Hamilton boasts incredible skill in wet conditions and consistency on the track, his performance metrics over the past few seasons raise concerns. As Hamilton approaches 40, the physical demands of racing become more significant, and he may find it challenging to keep pace with younger competitors. Ferrari's long-standing pursuit of a world championship title remains unsatisfied since 2008. The same year, Hamilton secured his inaugural Drivers' Championship with McLaren. The pressure is on both Hamilton and the team to turn that legacy around as they navigate this crucial season in Formula One. As we follow Hamilton's journey with Ferrari, it remains to be seen how he can overcome these hurdles and add to his already storied career. With performance issues lingering in the background, fans are eager to witness whether the legendary driver can reclaim his status among the elite on the F1 circuit while under the iconic red banner of Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton's journey has taken an intriguing turn as he sets his sights on a record-breaking 8th title with Ferrari. He's been vocal about his ambitions, especially after experiencing heartache at the controversial 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, where the title slipped through his fingers. Recently, former F1 driver Davide Valsecchi weighed in on the rivalry brewing at Ferrari, expressing a strong preference for the Italian team to reclaim the championship, but under one condition: if Charles Leclerc takes the crown. Valsecchi stated, "The red, but only if Leclerc wins," highlighting the complexities of team dynamics in the competitive world of Formula One. This sentiment echoes the thoughts of media personalities like Jeremy Clarkson, who has publicly speculated about Hamilton's motives for joining Ferrari during the off-season. Clarkson mused whether Hamilton, now at 40, is aware that his best racing days may be behind him. He questioned if Lewis couldn't bear the thought of leaving the sport without experiencing life at Ferrari, often referred to as Motorsport's crown jewel. Clarkson articulated, "What is Lewis now? A driver or a superstar?" He pointed out that Hamilton faces a formidable challenge from his teammate Leclerc, a driver younger and perhaps faster on single laps. The implications are clear. Hamilton must reconcile his superstar status with the hard reality that competition is fierce, especially from within his own team. Moreover, Clarkson implied that perhaps Hamilton's decision was driven not just by ambition, but by a desire to leave the sport having fully embraced all its storied teams. Whatever the case may be, Valsecchi and Clarkson both wish him the best in this new phase of his illustrious career. As we continue to analyze the narratives unfolding around Hamilton's switch to Ferrari, it's evident that the 2025 season will be pivotal for the seven-time world champion. With new challenges on the horizon and the pressure to perform, can Hamilton once again rise to the occasion? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, F1 fans are in for an exciting season ahead. The world of Formula One is always on the edge of a thrilling turn, and right now, Red Bull Racing finds itself at a crucial juncture. After a less than stellar start to the 2025 season, the team's senior advisor Helmut Marko has openly acknowledged just how much they miss their design mastermind, Adrian Newey. For context, Newey has been a pivotal figure in F1, cased with an impressive track record that includes championship titles with Williams and McLaren before he joined Red Bull in 2006. Since then, he has played a vital role in ushering the team to 14 championship victories. However, just before the Miami Grand Prix in 2024, Newey's departure was announced, and many have speculated on how this could impact Red Bull's performance. In the 2024 season, despite Max Verstappen clinching his fourth consecutive Drivers' Championship, Red Bull faced serious struggles with their vehicle design, evidenced by a streak of 10 races without a win. Competing teams like McLaren have surged ahead, starting the 2025 season with 2 victories, while Red Bull fell to 3rd place in the Constructors' Championship. This has left them with substantial ground to cover if they wish to reclaim their spot at the pinnacle of F1 racing. In an insightful interview, Marko was posed a critical question: could Newey's departure be linked to Red Bull's recent decline? His answer was straightforward and reflective of the team's current sentiment. "Of course, we're missing a man like that. A Newey is a Newey," he stated, recognizing the irreplaceable genius that Newey brought to their engineering team. Nonetheless, Marko emphasized the strength of the collective effort at Red Bull. "We are a team of almost 1,000 people. The crew behind him was gradually built up," he remarked, hinting at the fact that while Newey's presence is sorely missed, the infrastructure he helped build remains intact. Following Verstappen's disappointing 4th-place finish at the Chinese Grand Prix, Red Bull convened an emergency meeting at their headquarters in Milton Keynes. The main objective? To get Verstappen and the technical staff aligned on the critical next steps for the RB21. Marko revealed the emphasis of the meeting was primarily to facilitate a dialogue where Verstappen could express his thoughts and concerns and converts and press, showcasing the team's commitment to both their star driver and the car's development. In the meantime, changes within the team continue to unfold. Red Bull made a significant move by switching drivers, sending Liam Lawson back to Racing Bulls after a difficult 2-race run. Yuki Tsunoda is stepping in to partner with Verstappen in an effort to reinvigorate the team's performance as they strive to adapt in the shadow of Newey's absence. As we look ahead, the upcoming races will be crucial for Red Bull. Can they find their footing without Adrian Newey's guiding expertise? The challenge is daunting, but with a solid team and clear communication, it's certainly not impossible. As we keep our eyes on the track, one thing is clear: the drama of F1 continues, and the Red Bull team is ready to tackle whatever lies ahead. The recent decision to demote Lawson has sparked considerable debate in the F1 community. Former world champion Jacques Villeneuve has voiced strong opinions, stating that Lawson's attitude has led to his downfall in the sport. Lawson's journey in F1 included 2 stints with Racing Bulls, where his 6 races last season served as an audition for a potential role in Red Bull's 2025 lineup. However, his approach was often controversial, famously upsetting 2-time world champion Fernando Alonso and creating tension with Sergio Perez, whom he replaced. The situation escalated dramatically when Lawson infamously directed a middle finger at Perez during his home race in Mexico, a bold move that reflected his brash demeanor. Villeneuve remarked on Lawson's initial arrogance, claiming that he entered F1 with grand expectations and a swagger that proved costly when performance fell short. Lawson recorded the worst results ever in a Red Bull car, and Villeneuve suggests that this is a direct consequence of the high stakes present in the team. "When you start with Red Bull, you have to hit the ground running," Villeneuve stated, emphasizing that the pressure to perform is immense. Yours light. With this context, it was striking for Villeneuve to see Lawson demoted after just 2 races. He anticipated that Red Bull might grant Lawson a few more opportunities to showcase his skills before making a final decision. This cautious approach could allow for a more thorough assessment of a driver's potential, especially in a competitive environment like F1. Meanwhile, the focus shifts to Yuki Tsunoda, who is set to take over the Red Bull RB21 for the remainder of the season. This pivotal move reflects Red Bull's commitment to adapting and exploring fresh talent, showing that in F1, the landscape can change rapidly. With Tsunoda stepping up, the team aims to regain its competitive edge, bringing new energy to the challenges ahead. As we continue to follow these developments, it's clear that every race offers a mix of strategy, speed, and drama. Stay tuned as we bring you the latest updates from the F1 grid, where every driver is fighting for their place in the fast-paced world of Formula One. Carlos Sainz is navigating the tricky transition to Williams, but the team's principal, James Vowles, is here to clarify some swirling rumors. Recently, there have been whispers that Sainz might be racing with a redesigned chassis for 2024, but Vowles set the record straight. He confirmed that Carlos and teammate Alex Albon are both operating with the same equipment, specifically the Williams F1 2025 chassis. This vehicle represents an evolution of the 2024 model, a strategy Vowles noted is being adopted by several teams this season. Despite Sainz's challenges in adapting to his new ride, he recently scored his first point at the Chinese Grand Prix. However, it's important to mention that this milestone came after a series of disqualifications for the Ferrari drivers and Alpine's Pierre Gasly. Sainz himself has acknowledged that acclimating to the Williams car has been a bit of a hurdle, since it's a significant change after 4 seasons at Ferrari. In fact, Albon has already outperformed his point total from last season. When addressing the specifics about the equipment, Vowles remarked in the latest post-race episode of their Vowles Verdict series that it's crucial to recognize both drivers are using identical equipment. The same chassis, the same front wings, the same gearboxes. Everything is of the same specification and standard, he explained. This direct comparison is essential as it emphasizes that Sainz's struggles have nothing to do with differences in their machinery. As the season progresses, newly available data shows that there are glimmers of hope for Sainz. For instance, untelevised team radio exchanges reveal that Sainz often communicates, "I can go faster than this," indicating potential that hasn't yet been realized on the track. Vowles elaborated that both drivers are racing an evolution of last year's chassis, ensuring adherence to the regulations while progressively refining the foundational design, thereby avoiding a complete overhaul. With Sainz still finding his groove, the coming races will be critical for him to build momentum and confidence behind the wheel. As he continues to gather experience with Williams this season, fans are eager to see how his performance evolves. The road ahead is promising, and with team support, he might just unlock a new level of speed and competitiveness. Stay tuned for more updates as Sainz and the Williams team aim for further successes on the F1 track this season. As the performance landscape evolves, every detail plays a crucial role in a team's success. Recent insights reveal that the evolution of the chassis for 2024 has the potential to propel teams like Williams to new heights. Moving up the field is not just a matter of chance, but a calculated approach to maximizing performance from every aspect of the vehicle. The importance of time management and effective resource allocation cannot be overstated. Teams must navigate cost caps while ensuring they optimize their strategies leading into 2026 and beyond. This focus on prioritizing resources is vital as teams seek to uncover and exploit performance potential in their chassis designs. Carlos Sainz's journey with Williams has had its challenges. While he may have started on a less favorable note, there's a silver lining as his teammate Alex Albon demonstrates early success. Both drivers are working towards the same goal, utilizing what's essentially a shared framework, the 2024 chassis, which should enable them to close the performance gap. The insight into weight distribution and skid wear illustrates that subtle factors can significantly impact performance on the track. The team's analysis also sheds light on how other teams have responded to similar challenges, suggesting a shared competitive landscape where many are striving for improvement. This collaboration in refining chassis strategies could lead to a tightly contested season. As we shift into the future, it is clear that every team's drive to optimize their setups could lead to a thrilling contest on the grid. With data and adjustments playing central roles, fans can look forward to cheering for their favorite drivers as they navigate the evolving dynamics of F1 racing. Stay tuned for more updates on Carlos Sainz and the Williams team as they aim for success as the season unfolds.